motion. It's up and go.
You can get mad if you want, yeah, I said it. It's the Brown said that sends you out head first, forget it. Just pretend it's a dream. If you get offended, line of scrimmage, I'm out here on beast mode, defensive. Stop acting light-skinned and pretend that I'm joking in my taker hat. Dropping with the slam when I choke them. I'm the captain of flagship role, killing them softly. If it ain't ice coffee or double D's, you lost me. It's big road season, yeah, I said it. And I don't have to give a reason, yeah, I said it. And all that blah, 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 you dedicate. It's all facts out here, cause yeah, I said it. It's big road season, yeah, I said it. And I don't have to give a reason, yeah, I said it. And all that blah, 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 you can dedicate. It's all facts out here, cause yeah, I said it.
Welcome to another episode of Keeping It Real with Big Roll in the Morning. I am your host, Big Motherfucking Roll. Welcome. Today's episode is being brought to you on the Big Exclusive Network. Major things happening. Nothing but big things. If I was you, I would try my best to get down in one way, shape, or form. We are growing daily. Also, the show is being sponsored by Q the Tire Doctor. Q is located at 1961 North 29th Street. Q can fulfill all your tire needs. He has all tires for all makes of cars, all new tires, whatever labels you want, he can get you. If you can't afford the new ones, he can get you the used ones. And also, he does some great tire repair work. So stop putting air in that tire every other day and go see Q and get it fixed, people. Shout out to the Big Exclusive Podcast every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. I don't know how much more I got to say about this show. I am a fan. We on the same network. It don't matter. I'm a fan. I don't bother me on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. I'm watching the Big Exclusive Podcast. Definitely a dope show. You need to check it out for yourself. Shout out to my man Poppy Montega. Show on Sunday, Smoke and Mirrors, 9 p.m. Forgive me, got a little allergy problem, but Smoke and Mirrors, 9 p.m. Sundays, featuring Poppy Montega. Bright young boy, bringing you something I guarantee you've never heard before. You're going to learn today. Remember I said that. You're going to learn today. Shout out to Miss Bianca Monroe. The upcoming foreplay with B is going to be dope. Very highly anticipated. Very talented host. Should be a good time. Showtime to be announced very soon. Foreplay with B. Folks, you get a chance or whatnot, go on YouTube and check out that new show on the Big Exclusive Network, Fat Boy Gene Activated. Or Fat Gene Activated. Interesting show. Features the boy Big Shannon, Lamar McIntosh, hitting different restaurants, getting a feel for what they do, and enlightening us folks that may never have gone or been there. Dope concept. So make sure you check out Fat Gene Activated on YouTube. Great show. I watch that show and whatnot. I get fat. I'm sitting there like, well, me a turkey and pickle sandwich. I'm just saying. Let's see what else. Want to give a quick shout out to my man Tyrese Top Flight, hardest working man in showbiz. Call him Grind Time, aka Boat Money. Always doing his thing. Flight, his hustle is unmatched. And shout out to my man Angry OG, just because OG is OG. It's my dog. Real talk. So today's show featured a guest. Rather excited. He is a good friend of mine, but his accomplishments, it's going to take me like probably half the show just to read off what this brother has accomplished, and that's major. That is major. So today's special guest will be my man Jason Spider-Man Richardson. The gentleman is an award-winning game developer, comic book creator, and CEO. So at this time, I want to bring Big Jason on or whatnot. Let's holler at him and find out what it is he do and what he do. Morning, sir.
Hey, what's going on?
How you holding up, dog?
Tired as always.
Grind ain't easy, man. The grind ain't easy.
It ain't.
This is about to be a whole lot of fun for me, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I think we should have been done this years ago on a couple different platforms.
Yeah.
But see, it was meant for us to do this here today. Right, like I said, I'm excited, man. I was joking around with my family in the comments. I'm like, yo, it's gonna take me probably half my show to read your accomplishments alone. Bear with me as I try. Bear with me. So, my man Jason Spider-Man Richardson started J1 Studios in 2006. Sir, break down to them real quick what J1 Studios is.
J1 Studios is a geek culture website. It's a news site, where you can find out about trailers, all that stuff, news and nerd culture. But we also are a production company that makes games, comics, novels, music, all the fun nerdy stuff. You see in the middle right there, our mascot, the sister, right there.
Wow.
A sister in the anime scene, one of the first that had her own anything. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get to that in 1 second, brother Jay. Your accomplishments, man.
Yo, company watches, baby. Company watches.
You made it. I asked Shannon to get me a T-shirt. He is like, it ain't in the budget. Like,
yeah. The way thing, my checking, I can't right now.
Sir, you are a writer, artist for the various manga.
Yeah, it's like Japanese comics. Yeah.
Wow. Damn. And they usually don't let us in over there. Like they keep that one close to the chest.
Yeah, well, you start your own company and start doing it yourself. Because it wasn't even that they kept me out of it. It was just at the time, like the early 2000s, there was not really many public black nerds out there. It was still a stigma of like, oh, I can't let them know I'm nerdy. I was like, you know what? I love doing this stuff, so I'm gonna put myself out there. So I was like,
nice.
People joke and say I'm like one of the first that just was like on a public platform, kind of like being an open nerd about it. And now look at it. It's trendy now. It's cool now for everybody to walk around in their Naruto outfits and they watching their Marvel stuff. I've been Spider-Man since the 90s. Like, my kid's name is Jonathan Parker. Like,
wow.
He got an Uncle Ben.
Damn.
We worried about Ben.
Bro, I feel you on that. Like, in other words, I love to go on social media and put up a random post about some comic book shit and say, for my nerds, this ain't for everybody, but for my nerds, blah, 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 blah. I'm a proud nerd, man. I'm a proud nerd. I don't care.
Remember, I used to put you on this stuff because I used to have those inside tracks on them things, and I'd be like, yo, bruh, I'll come over to you and be like,
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You did. But you couldn't put me on those dope ass shirts.
No,
I know. I know you turned your head. I know. It's okay. It's all right. We're still brothers.
You too big, bro. I had to pay for extra fabric.
Hey, I couldn't afford it. Quiet as kept and whatnot. I met Jason whatnot down South Street. And
I used
to
live
come past my bar every day with these fly ass Spider-Man shirts on. I'm sitting there like, and Jason's not a big guy. No. And he always had, I'm sitting there like, yo, man, where can I get that fly ass Spider-Man shirt from? And you like, nah, they don't make these in your size, bro. They don't make these in your size. I'm like, that hurt.
Yeah, listen.
We were still good friends anyway.
Yeah. I was like, people would look at us and think they thought we were related,
Yep. Facts.
and
Facts.
for the longest time, I used to just joke and say that like you were me if you ate a mushroom from Super Mario Brothers and just grew. Like I was the result of if you got hit, like you just shrink down, and turn into me. So I'm just saying.
My brother, man, I got nothing but love for you. Yo, I random lyricism for Afari based. Help me out with that.
There's those are just different names for different comic books and stuff that I've worked
Spanning
on.
30 countries, Jason.
Yeah. We had a tribute book, well, two tribute books from fan art of like like my characters and other characters under J1 Studios, and artists from over 30 different countries sent in fan art. And we're talking about from Japan, Egypt, United Arab Emirates, Bosnia, China. Like we're really popular in like Germany and Indonesia. We had a ton of fan art from different artists from around there. And we're talking about from young to old.
Mm.
And we're talking about like amateurs to actual professionals. Like that's how I ended up becoming friends with animators over at Warner Brothers that do all those DC animated movies.
Oh shit!
So like they were sending me fan art while they were working on some of those Justice League cartoons and working on Young Justice, and I was like, I can't believe you guys are showing me love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up here buying all y'all Blu-rays.
Yo, ain't that some crazy shit? Ain't that some crazy shit? But they
And
showing
then I
you
actually
love.
got to go to LA. I got to go to LA over to CW Animation and actually like hang out with them and like go to the studios and all that stuff. So
that's dope, man. This next one owns the longest running 100% black owned anime.
Oh, the anime convention. Yeah, I own the longest running 100% black owned anime convention in the country.
I don't think people understand it because still, like in other words, the nerd community is constantly growing. So folks that aren't nerds don't understand what these conventions represent. But tell them how dope they are.
Yeah, I mean, it's a safe space where people can go out and just be nerds. You know what I mean, without the ridicule, because being a brother, especially in the '90s, early 2000s, before Toonami and all that stuff was popping off. When you told people you were into all this comic stuff and all this other stuff, like people would just be like, you weird, you're this, you're that. Now,
And sir, you own this.
yes, I am the CEO.
Major, bruh. That is major. Another accolade you have is J1 Con 2012 multi-award winner game developer of VT Heroes.
Oh yeah. That's a picture from the presentation back in 2019 when I first announced going into game development.
Okay.
I used to be a game developer back when there was like internet wasn't a thing. I was real young making computer games.
Right.
Now I have, this is a tabletop. This is a tabletop, fighting card game.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like your Yu-Gi-Ohs and Pokemons and all that stuff. Like
Right.
this is VT Heroes. Hey, it's really I make all my games super easy to learn, and it's a one-on-one. It's a fighting game. It's Street Fighter. It's Tekken, all that stuff.
Oh,
But
shit.
the look of it, if you remember, is similar to Tokusatsu or Power Rangers.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So actually, I've been touring this year at various conventions holding tournaments for VT Heroes. We have one coming up. Anyone in the Philly area, we have one coming up at the Clarion Hotel in Essington, right by the airport. Black Label Comic Con, which is a black-owned comic convention. I will be there doing a panel talking about like game development, all that stuff, starting companies. And we will be holding a tournament for VT Heroes. So, and if you have Indiegogo, get on that, Joan. So I just made a new game that's coming out. It won't come out for a while, but you can get yours way early, months in advance. If you check out Rival Aim, Defender Die. Literally, I turned Call of Duty into a card game that you could play at the cookouts because it's mad simple. Like I made it
Wow.
liquor and blunt proof. Like you can just you can be turned up and still play the game. And I made it for the cookouts. Like it's 2 to 10 players. It's very much I turned Uno and Call of Duty into one game.
The nigga said Uno and Call of Duty.
Yo, it really does. It has melee attacks, ranged attacks. You can take cover. You can run away. You got different types of loot, like common loot, rare loot, legendary loot. There's even a nuke you could drop to try and kill everybody on the.
Wow.
I turned Call of Duty and Uno into one game made for the cookouts.
Look, man, you have to put some titties in there to get black people to stop playing spades in the cookout, but we're going to talk about that later on.
That's why I put that little Call of Duty twist on it.
Yeah.
You know how they are about that.
This next entry, man, is very, very mind-blowing. It says that you have an entry in the Encyclopedia of Black Comics by Dr. Sheena Howard that showcases influential black folks in the comic book industry. Wow.
Yep. You can get this anywhere. Like it's you can get it any bookstore, you can get it on Amazon, you can get it wherever. It literally details like all the different artists from like I believe since at least the 30s up until all now, all different black folk who have been influential either as some type of creator, so make sure you get the shine right. There you go, so you can see her name and all that jazz. But like, yeah, Encyclopedia of Black Comics. Like she's awesome. She's the first black woman to win an Eisner Award, which is like it's like an Oscar for books,
Wow.
And I was blessed enough to be an entry in this in this book.
It says a lot. It says a lot, bro. It says a lot.
Yeah.
Big Shannon, please, real quick, if you can, just remind the folks. I'm not on my comment screen. Remind the folks where can they please show Big Roll some love and share my show. Share my show and I show some algorithm love. Appreciate it, dude. Founder of the multi-genre music festival, J1 Music Fest.
Yeah. I started that on South Street. My music festival. I started it at Dobbs.
Oh shit! Yeah, hell yeah.
And it was a music festival that wasn't. Most music festivals tend to be like one or two genres, and I wanted to just take it to a different level. And so there was hip hop, there was rock, there was industrial music, there was folk. We had all kinds of music. And it was different people of different walks of life performing. We even brought in the nerdy scene of it. And, we had like the cosplay contest there. We had video games upstairs, so it was something that was for all ages.
You hitting on all cylinders, man. This next one and whatnot, again, very intriguing. You are the founder of the Cosplay Prom. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, in layman's terms, what is that like? People that want to get dressed up as characters.
Yeah. Okay. So I look at it as a lot of nerds back in there, whether it's their high school for them or for those, because it's all ages. So it could be those who are afraid to go to their prom now, those who missed out on their proms in the past, or those who felt uncomfortable or just didn't feel like themselves. because they like to be nerdy. Hey, you can dress up as your favorite character. You can do a prom twist on it, but it would be an actual prom. I used to rent out like a gymnasium, and we'd have like balloons and streamers and all that stuff, live music. Like we'd have like a band and all that stuff.
Wow.
And then on top of all that, we would throw in, crowning somebody, king or queen, king and queen of the prom, and
That's
they'd get a gift basket with like, pop figures in there and action figures and DVDs of movies and games and stuff like that. So now I combined all those things into my
okay.
convention in Atlantic City. Like Friday night, like it's 4th, 5th, and 6th in November
Okay.
at the Showboat in Atlantic City.
Okay.
My J1Con. The 4th at night is the prom.
Okay.
So you're gonna have the proms. Some people came dressed as like Belle and the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Some
That's my
people
pick.
came up with creative versions. Like I remember one time the Power Rangers showed up, but they showed up not just dressed as a Power Ranger. They were like the prom Power Rangers. So all the guys had on suits that matched their, like if it was the Red Ranger, he had a red and white suit. The Blue Ranger had a blue and white suit. The Yellow Ranger, she had like a yellow and white dress. Like they had like the tie, the whole suit. Like it was dope, and people come out and just dance, have a good time. We have a DJ, live performance,
That's
all the good stuff.
That's dope, man. In a comfortable environment where nobody gets judged.
Right.
Jay, executive producer of the Nigerian anime project Ajaka, Lost in Rome.
Yeah. Ajaka, Lost in Rome.
A Nigerian anime.
Yes. I'm working with Spoof Animation. They brought me on. Spoof Animation brought me on as their executive producer. And, through J1 Studios, we did a Kickstarter for it. And we asked for like $18,000 to put together a 10-minute pitch video so that we have sit downs with Hulu, Amazon Prime, Netflix, whoever. And instead of $18,000, we had around we were like $100 off from like $23,000. So but because I was putting it out there and, using my platform to like really be the executive producer and bring that money in. It brought on through various connections, definitely eyes from various directors from Disney. So that's, that's a good thing. And hopefully, it branches out. I mean, we're in production now with it. And I also did a couple voices on there, and I mean we trying.
I don't want to sit there because I know I don't have you for that long, but just reading the rest of these off, man. Voice actor, director, storyboard artist, singer, model. I'm gonna give
when I'm in shape. When I'm in shape,
because I know for a fact the one that this shit that can fit you that can't fit me. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was happy once I saw myself on the billboard. I was on the billboard right next to the Eagle Stadium. I was like, "Hey, look at that!" I didn't even know. I didn't know.
Established radio personality. I mean, for people that don't know, when Black Tribble was on, man, like you were destroying it.
Yeah.
You were destroying it, and a lot of people didn't know what that was. Man, listen.
It was like one of the first, if not the first, like Black nerd talk shows on actual like FM, like on actual radio, on live radio.
Crazy.
From AM to FM to WHYY, all that fun stuff. Oh, they asked, do I do any work with Black Sands?
We'll get to that in 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna turn it over to the people.
Okay.
I got one more question now. With all that you've accomplished, what's the next step for you?
I mean, somebody asked me that yesterday, and I didn't have an answer. I just want to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm one of those guys. Like I don't want to retire from this. I want to do more voice acting. Um, I actually have to get in shape. I have 2 months. I was given a 2-month deadline to get back in shape for a shoot.
Right.
So, uh,
Yeah. 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 It's all
um,
good.
and then yeah, I just want to keep doing this stuff. I mean, maybe eventually I want to not do the convention. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I love making games. I like making comics. I want to get back into the creative side of things.
Mm.
Yeah, like I miss I because of the convention and how hectic it is, and trying to get sponsors now.
Right.
Like, oof, like
Yeah. I
yeah,
feel
it's
you.
stressful. It's stressful.
Hey man, just last thing, your merch is dope. I noticed you rocking your own hat, wearing your own shirt, and if I'm not mistaken, your own goddamn watch.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. J1 Studios,
That's
baby.
that's crazy. That's crazy,
J1
man.
Studios, J1 Studios. Yeah,
Hey,
rocking my
listen,
Tony Starks.
let me ask. I was about to bet anybody in the family, if anybody knew where them glasses came from. I was just about to say, I got $100 for anybody who recognized those glasses that Jason got on. I still don't think they heard you. What I'm gonna do now is take some questions and whatnot from the family. I didn't had you before I have.
And
So
definitely shout out to Head Nurse in Charge. I'm a reoccurring guest on there. Yeah, yeah. Wow, reading my mind. Like,
yeah,
yeah, HNIC. That's Head Nerds in Charge. It's Philly's #1 geek web show. They're
damn.
easily 150, or just on Facebook, 150,000 followers. Um, I'm a
Whatever, Sonia
reoccurring
Carroll. You're late, Sonia Carroll, whatever. She gonna shout out all after the fact. Those are storage glasses. You ain't know that. You ain't know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of Spider-Man stuff behind me. My office is covered in Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, man. They'll call you
I've
Spider-Man for
actually,
no reason, man.
where is it? That poster right here. I drew that for Sony for Spider-Man 2.
Damn.
Um, I got my hands in there.
Let me see if any of the family got any questions for my man real quick. Let me see. Uh-huh. Cause dude, what you've accomplished, especially in areas and genres where there aren't any black people and you've created your own lane is amazing. It's amazing, man. And I totally respect you for that, man.
Yeah,
Totally respect you for that.
thank you. Um, how did I get into voice acting? Well, I mean, part of it was I made my own lane because I was doing projects with my convention. I was the first convention to make like a live action style commercial with cosplayers and action scenes and all that stuff. And I voiced the commercial.
Damn.
And because people have heard me on other things from singing to all that other stuff, it just after that it just kind of took off. Like I kind of made my own way, and then part of it is also I kind of was already known a little bit because of doing all this stuff, like on the low.
Right.
So people wanted me involved and stuff. So I became the voice of the Showboat Hotel
Damn.
in Atlantic
Oh,
City.
I remember. I never got to that penthouse they gave you. I remember you told me about that shit. I was like, nigga, what?
Yeah,
Like,
that thing
what,
was fine.
nigga?
I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. That thing was nice.
That penthouse was
I
nice.
lived there for a hot minute. Like,
Hey, Jay, my man Poppy Montego want to know how can someone get into the voice acting?
actually, we do a voice acting class at J1Con every year, done by Greg Hauser. He's a voice actor, and he will actually teach you how to get into voice acting, teach you how to do voice acting, how to take direction when doing voice acting. Because I've done voices in like animations and like different animations and commercials and stuff like that.
Mm.
And you sometimes have a voice director who will like, I need you to give me a little this, and like say it's like based off of somebody, I don't know, just like a person.
Right.
You have to go online and maybe watch the clips with them. It's easy to just go on YouTube nowadays. You just hop on YouTube and just look at the clips and try and get their voice.
Wow.
Also, I know a lot of people think it is cool to be like, yeah, I'm in anime and all that stuff. But most of the time, the real consistent money is commercials. You know, a lot of the voice actors you see in anime from like Cowboy Bebop and all that stuff are the voices of like Dunkin' Donuts and 7-Eleven and like car commercials. A lot of them, almost all of them are.
Damn.
So like, yeah, I'm the voice of the Showboat Hotel. We're like, welcome to Atlantic City's Showboat Hotel, where you can enjoy the amenities of Matrix Fitness, Atlantic City's largest gym.
Yo,
You know, like
get a nice check for that shit.
yeah.
Nice.
Or you do like
Yeah.
movie trailer stuff. Like this summer coming to a theater near you, a man meets another man to fight, and all that kind of
Nigga, do that one more time. Nigga, do that one more time. One more time. One more time.
All right. If I had a script, it'd be better. All right, I'll do Series 1 of VT Heroes, presented by J1 Studios, a deck building fighting card game.
Yo, I need to, man, listen. Sitting there wasting my talents and whatnot, working at Burger King and shit. I need to get down with you. Hey man, listen, Jason, it can easily be said that I want to do an interview with you because we family. But if people pay attention to all the things that you've accomplished and all the doors that you've opened up, they'll appreciate the fact that I'm showing a lot of homage and respect right now.
Yeah,
it's all about
man,
us looking out for us. I recognize you as a dope dude who don't sit there and just take no for an answer. I'm gonna create my own lane, and I totally respect you for that. Totally.
Yeah.
Indeed. Listen, man, any links you got, Jay, any promotion you need, man, look, leave it in the comment section.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely got you. Man.
Maybe let me answer some of these jaws because I'm getting all kinds of questions. I saw something about Black Sands. What was that?
Yeah.
Like I know, yeah. I haven't done work with Black Sands. They know about the animation. They actually promoted the Ajaka Lost in Rome anime, which was like, oh, and it was right after they got that $500,000 from Shark Tank. And like they was like, look, everybody was watching them, and they were just like, "Yo, check out Ajaka." I was like, "Oh,
For real."
Okay." It was like, "All right, cool." Yeah. So, I mean, I got the baby monitor over here on the side. If you see me looking over every now and then, that's me checking on my 2-year-old, like making sure he's still getting his Z's. But he's good right now, so we keep going. Second he start fussing, I'm like, later. Like,
I'm kicking you out of here early, man. I gotta that's the only thing about doing the show, man. I only do an hour.
Ooh.
And this show only works because of the people that watch it. So I know if like I said, if I bring on a guest, it has to be somebody very influential, very important, and doing major shit.
Yeah,
and I respect you and love you for that, man.
Thank you. And my man right there, that's Kezo right there. Like I said earlier, yo, check out Head Nerds in Charge. Yo, the show is dope. Live, we funny, we great.
Yes,
Wednesdays at 8:30 ish. On all things streaming like YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, all that fun stuff. So yeah,
Anytime, man. I don't care. I don't care, Jay, if you drop in just to drop your links and drop back out. I appreciate it.
yeah. Listen,
For real.
yeah, um, there was one thing somebody asked me. That was really a dope question. I was like, what the heck? And I don't
Right,
know what it
right.
is. Oh, yeah, that's the one I saw. How hard is it to break into the community? Nowadays, it's a lot easier because now it's a little more acceptable to like look like this and be in the nerd scene. When I was doing it, there was nothing like this. So, like trying to get people to support was real difficult because when I had my conventions, especially in Philly, because
Yeah,
Philly,
you can say it. Go ahead, bro. You can say it. You can
look,
say it.
Philly. I have a lot of words for Philly. Philly. When it comes to entertainment, Philly is a D rider all day because they don't support nothing within their community until it leaves and gets big somewhere else. We got tons of examples of that,
Yep.
from Pink, the Eve, to the Roots, to like the fact that the Roots was a house band on South Street for years and
Yeah.
nobody cared. Like I used to go there all the time. It was at Fluid. They would just sit there, just the Roots for free. You could go and just jam out and watch the Roots perform
For free.
for free.
For free.
For free. And nobody supported him. No one gave him love like that. And but people from out of town would come out. And all that stuff.
It hurts. It hurts. You
Animation can
know.
be very expensive. People do not realize. They think like, oh, a couple $100. No. If you want, honestly, like a half hour, it's not uncommon for a half hour animation to run you anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 an episode. People don't realize because you're paying multiple animators, multiple voice actors, musicians to compose the music, editors, directors, storyboard artists, character designers. There's a whole crew of people. Next time you watch a cartoon, just watch the credits and see how many people are there. And all those people are not working minimum wage.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like,
Indeed.
and like one of my biggest issues right now is like bringing back the convention because I want to keep. This is the longest running black owned anime convention in the country, technically the world, because like back then they weren't even doing anime conventions in like Africa or predominantly black like countries or regions. So technically the world. Why I need that? I need that support because I need to get funding and all that fun stuff. Because this year normally I take my savings out and I blow it all on the convention and then hope I make the money back through ticket sales and vendor sales. Now that I have a home, like I'm not doing the apartment thing. I'm still touring, but I'm not doing like,
Right.
just chilling in the hotels and having an apartment. And I have, a family now.
Young boy. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
I
sir.
can't just be gambling the household money like that. So now I'm trying to actually get sponsors. And that's the hardest thing I've come across is like getting sponsors for this. If I had like put on a white face or something, maybe it'd be a little easier. But I'm just saying.
Jay, I'm gonna end this interview on a straight nerd question.
Oh, geez, here we
On
go.
a whole nerd question. I'm gonna end this interview on this.
Oh,
If you take out Spider-Man, you take out any of those dope characters that you yourself have designed, who would be your favorite nigga character in either Marvel or DC? Who will be your favorite behind? You take Spider-Man out, you take all your people out. Who will be your favorite black character.
Oof. 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 I'm trying to think.
Marvel and DC, man. You could
Marvel and DC. That's everybody would go for Static. That's like a default because that was the first real exposure of black superhero. I wanted to try and do something a little different, and but it has to be Marvel or DC. And I, as much as I enjoyed the Luke Cage show, I was not a fan of the comic because I was just tired of seeing us as why we always got to protect the ghetto. Like, why can't we join the Avengers and protect the world? They're like, hey, protect the ghetto, Negroes. That's just wild, man. If you think about it, every black hero should be protecting ghettos. They don't protect like the city. They don't protect nothing. I probably had to say, I was gonna say I probably had to say Spawn because Spawn still is he's just mad. He's like Dr. Screen Spider-Man with a Batman attitude. Plus I love Todd McFarlane. I got to do a panel with him and editors from Marvel, so I'm a big Todd McFarlane fan. And Spawn is dope, and people don't know that Spawn and a few other characters in Image Comics were black, but because of whatever, you know how the industry controls things, not controls things, but you know how people are.
Yep.
You had to hide their faces. I used to bring this up all the time. I was like, a lot of black superheroes, you never saw their skin. With Black Panther, you don't know he's actually black under there. When you look at Spawn, his skin, his nose, his hair, and his lips were all burned off. Then there was another guy who's I forgot his name. He was silver. He looked just like Wolverine, but it was an Image. He was a black guy. It was crazy. But I love Spawn. I still have one of my favorite Spawn figures over here. So and Black Adam. I can't wait to see that. That looks good.
I'm about to say I can't just be selfish and not give my producer a go on the way question. What do you think about The Rock? Playing Black Adam.
Yeah, no, he's a dead ringer. Because I think when people hear Black Adam, they think he's supposed to be black. He's just tan.
That's it.
He's tan with pointy ears. I think he's perfect. He literally looks like Black Adam.
But here's my thing, and I just real quick I gotta share this with you. Traditionally, DC writers fuck the movie up. Traditionally.
Justice League was when it comes to the animation, they reign supreme.
They reign supreme with it. They reign supreme.
When it comes to the live action movies,
suck.
Marvel got them on that.
Thank you, man. The movie sucked. The movie sucked.
There's only a handful of the movies that I'm I bang with. Not all of them. I'm just happy to see comic books on the big screen as a viable thing because people don't realize that before the 2000s, comic book movies were a joke. You didn't want to be cast in a superhero movie because that was the end of your career. But now everybody's wanting to be it's trendy to be a nerd now. So everybody want to be a nerd because, and I don't want to sound gatekeeperish or anything like that, but it is kind of weird.
Cool. It's cool.
Being mocked for this stuff. And, now people are like, oh, I know everything about this character. You saw the movies. Calm down.
Let me get started on that. That's a whole nother show. Jason, I appreciate you giving me this time this morning. This will not be your last time on Keeping It Real with Big Roll in the morning. Anything you need from me, man, let me know because I got your back. 100.
Yeah. If everybody can go, even if you can't make it, buy a ticket for J1 Con because I ain't got no sponsors. Like
Is there
I
a
had
link
a
they can go
sponsor.
to? Is there a link they can go to? The purchase
Yeah,
ticket?
yeah, j1con.com. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna
Put that in the comment section, man.
yeah, definitely. Boom. I just put it up there. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's up there. There you go.
Got you. Hey, come support my man.
Yeah.
Come support my
Literally,
man.
like, I need the help. Like I need the bread. Like
Got
it
you,
is
man.
what it is.
Look, man, go enjoy your day. Thanks for coming on. I'll be in touch, man. We got to do another show.
Yeah, definitely.
Peace, bro. Love
I'm
you, man.
always around. Peace.
Oh, man, that was dope. That was dope. That was dope. Yeah, family, that interview right there was definitely I'm keeping it real. That interview was for me. I got a lot of love for that brother. And I recognize just all of the stuff that he went through to get to where he is without no help and being ridiculed for it. Like, it's a shame, but it's a fact. We quick to trash our own, whether it be our own race, whether it be our own city. We quick to trash people that ain't doing nothing but trying instead of supporting them. And like I said, he got ridiculed for years for being a fucking nerd. Ridiculed for years. And then finally, when it became popular when I did all of a sudden, now he the coolest nigga in the world. You can't be like that with people. Can't be like that with people. And like he said, we used to watch the Roots around the corner and Fluid all the time. All the time we used to watch the Roots, Jill Scott, everybody. It wasn't until somebody picked up on them that they became popular, started winning Grammys and shit like that. But this is talent that been sitting there chilling in Philly for the longest time and never got no props. Never got no props. But yeah, I appreciate Jason giving me that time with everything that he's accomplished, all the lanes he's opened up. I wanted to bring it to the show and share it with y'all today. I actually found out and whatnot, I didn't know this, that my man Jason and whatnot and that goddamn big CEO Shannon and whatnot already knew each other. Great minds think alike. But at the end of the day, Jason's an Eagles fan. So I don't know how that works out. Because I don't know what team Big Shannon roots for. I have no idea. But I know that Jason is an Eagles fan. So we'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Had to sneak that one in there. Oh man, folks. Thank y'all for tuning in as always. Anything you got to promote, make sure you leave it in the comment section. Any links that you got, drop those in the comment section. As always, when I appreciate y'all giving me this hour, I hope that started your day off with a positive note. And try to keep it positive, y'all. Being negative and whatnot is just draining. It's draining and whatnot. And life's too short for that shit. Life is way too short for that. So, Maya, you got something to say before I cut the show off? No, I ain't got that much time. No. I just say goodbye or something.
I want everybody to be good and have a beautiful day.
That came from Mama. Hercules. Mama said, "Be good, have a great day." Why you turn that water on? My, that water's loud. Yeah, thank you. I ain't finished yet. As always, pray for y'all safety, safety y'all children. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Tune back in and keep it real. Yeah, keep it real. Thank you, Mama. And keep it real. Apparently. Hey, Mom, go ask Mr. Charles if you want to say something. Hey, man, fuck y'all, man. This shit ain't funny. I'ma sue that you call him Big Roll. That nigga name is George. Fuck him. He stole my lamb chops. He stole my lamb chops. Oh, son of a bitch. He ain't even cook him. He just bit him because he a big old fat rhinoceros. Don't be laughing at him. And my name ain't Mr. Charles. That ain't my name. Calling me no Mr. Charles. Grown-ass man. That's right. I don't care what he say. His mama's still my wife. Oh, man. Are we going to have a whole Mr. Charles argument? You don't want none of them lamb chops, Jason. Them George was left out for 2 days. I know that fat ass. I know that damn wildebeest ate my lamb chops.
Stop that curse.
You supposed to be my woman. You supposed to have my back. And I told my family about that lamb chop story. They will not let that one go. They are cracking up over there. Oh man. So look, y'all, on that note, tune in tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, 9 a.m. Keeping it real with Big Roll in the morning. And also, folks, like if you have any ideas for any topics or whatnot, trust me, I'll talk about anything. Hit my inbox and whatnot, drop something in there. And like I said, I try to get them all in there, in whatever order I can. Love y'all. Peace. Holla at your boy.
Love y'all too. Bye.
Man, you drawing. Not the last word has to be mine, okay? All right, you drawing.
In slow motion, it's up and go.
You can get mad if you want, yeah, I said it, it's the Brown said that sends you out head first, forget it, just pretend it's a dream. If you get offended, line of scrimmage, I'm out here on beast mode, defensive, stop acting light-skinned and pretend that I'm joking in my taker hat, dropping with the slam when I choke them. I'm the captain of flagship role, killing them softly. If it ain't ice coffee or double D's, you lost me. It's big road season, yeah, I said it, and I don't have to give a reason, yeah, I said it, and all that blah, 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 you dedicate. It's all facts out here, cause yeah, I said it. It's big roll season, yeah, I said it. And I don't have to give a reason, yeah, I said it. And all that blah, 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 you can dedicate. It's all facts out here, cause yeah, I said it.